Welcome to our Spring Play Festival, and today you get to witness the brilliance of 6 of our member authors as their plays are being performed by Off the Page Readers Theater. And I'm Judy Baker, I'm president of Redwood Writers, and I want to say we are honored to have you in the audience. Those of you who are members, thank you. And those of you who are family and friends, you can't have a play without an audience. And you make all the difference. We are the largest of the California Writers Clubs. There are 22 throughout the state, but we have over 250 members. And the play contest is just one of the many wonderful ways that we engage our members and we engage with the public. We're going to have another play festival in the fall, but I'm going to let Hillary explain about that. If you are a writer or you're thinking you'd like to be a writer, we're the place to come. Our mantra is writers helping writers. We have poets, essayists, short story writers, full-blown novels, fiction, nonfiction, you name it. But you know what? It all starts by showing up and learning and sharing. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Hillary. Thank you.
I'm glad to see so many shining faces. Thanks for being here. I'm going to start with please turn your devices off. I know somebody forgot. And what else can I tell you? Let's greet the writers who are here today. If you would, stick your hand up or stand up, whatever makes you comfortable. We have Sean and Chrissy Langwell. Russell Kalschmidt in the back there. Jack Fender, where are you? There he is. Joan Goodrow. And just on the hope that she got well enough, is Joyce Sherry here? Darn. Well, if you know her, wish her well, because she wrote a very fun piece, which you're going to see shortly. And I just want to thank Redwood Writers, all the volunteers, the officers, all the people who make this happen. We are so grateful that they produce our show. In terms of the one that's coming up in the fall, there's a little note on your program to keep an eye out for it. It will be in October, early October, and the theme is In the Dark. That particular show is not a play contest. It's open to poets and all kinds of literature, every kind there is, including song lyrics. So we'll put out a call. If you are in Redwood Writers or some other obvious way that you know I already have your contact info, contact me. The Facebook page is there, and also I have some business cards somewhere. Elena? Back on the refreshment table, maybe. And so if you want to be sure that you're on the list so that you know when, where, what, and all the regulations for it, just take a look at that and get in contact with me. One of the things that happened this time, I'm so glad that they were blind entries. Because when we judge, we have no idea who wrote what. And this time, just because they're so good, we happen to choose Chrissy's piece and Sean's piece. They're a couple. They're officers in this group, and they're well known everywhere for all the stuff they do. And still, we chose their work, even though we didn't know who wrote what. So that's just a little fun thing that happened to us. And that's all for my message. Enjoy the show.
And So It Begins by Joyce Sherry. Yes! Take that and like it! I did.
Oh, no. No, 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 no! Oh, this is bad.
Oh. Hey!
No,
Come on.
no,
Do you know how hard it was to get here? Give me a break.
no,
Can you say anything but no?
no.
Look, how about if we start over, okay? Maybe we just got off on the wrong foot. What do you say?
No, don't touch me for Christ's sakes.
Oh, for the love of Pete!
What did you just say?
What?
Did you just say what I think you said?
I don't know what you're
For
get-
the love of Pete?
Yeah.
What century are you from?
Hey, that's not very nice.
Oh, God. Oh, this is awful.
Oh, no, it's not that bad. I mean, you know, you're really cute, at least.
Oh, gee, thanks. Sorry, I can't say the same about you.
I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, crap. She is going to be so pissed.
But why?
You're not supposed to be here. Do you have any idea how many precautions she takes?
Not enough, apparently.
We're talking diaphragm, jelly, foam.
Nothing could have stopped me.
Oh, and y'all are supposed to have been caught up with a condom anyway.
That's why it was so tight getting out of the starting gate.
So yeah, see? You gotta get out of here. Go on, go, scat!
You know, I don't think I like you very much.
Good.
You seem to have absolutely no feeling for the fact that I'm simply obeying my biological imperative. And let me tell you, it was not a pretty sight out there. Everybody was rushing as fast as they could, pushing and crowding and fighting to be the first out of the pack. My buddies were dying left and right, falling by the wayside. It's dark, and you can't see where you're going. But all you know is you've got to go. You've got to be the first to the promised land. You don't know why, you just know that you have to. And let me tell you, on the way here, you do some things you might not be very proud of. You shove some guys out of the way. You play dirty. You do what it takes. And for what? I won. What did it get me? You. And all you've done is try to get rid of me, to try to make me feel bad. So, no, to be honest, I don't like you at all.
You just might be the most selfish, self-absorbed cell on the planet. Did it ever occur to you to wonder what I was doing before you barged in here all machismo and bravado and, whoa, take that? No, huh? Well, let me tell you, I was sitting here by myself, waiting to die. It's a weird existence. You spend your whole life snuggled up in the nest with all your sisters, and then on some random day, you get kicked out of the nest. And from that moment, you start the countdown. 24 hours, give or take, and your history, or not history, not progeny, oh, whatever.
Wow. You were just sitting here waiting to die? All by yourself? I don't think I could do that. I mean, that sounds really lonely. At least if I hadn't made it, I'd have gone down fighting. And in some dang good company, too. I mean, those other guys, they were really funny. They were always cracking jokes and giving each other a hard time. And you get to make the charge with a few thousand of them. I don't think I could have done it all alone. That's really brave. You're really brave.
Are you making fun of me?
No, I mean it.
Well, thanks.
If I were you, I would have been happy to see me.
I was thinking of her, you know.
Oh, yeah, no, I get it. That was very thoughtful of you.
I'm kind of glad you made it.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know, it was sort of lonely.
Oh, yeah. You mean you're glad someone made it?
Well, yeah. But I'm glad that someone was you. You seem nice.
You think?
Yeah.
She's gonna be mad, though.
Oh, tell me about it. Not much we can do about it, though. I mean, now that you're here and all.
You got a point there.
It could be fun.
Oh, yeah. You know, I've always wondered, haven't you? You know, what it would feel like dividing again and again all those cells. Some of us would be fingers.
Or noses.
Right. Or toeses.
That's terrible.
What do you think?
I think we're going to find out.
What it feels like?
All that dividing.
Do you think we'll make it all the way?
Who knows? But it'll be an adventure, whatever happens.
I hope she's okay, you know.
Oh, she's fierce. Plus, she lives in California.
Milkshakes in Heaven by Sean Langra. Oye, como va, mi ritmo, oye, como va. Hey, Mom, how are you? What's new?
I'm okay. Just got off the phone with your aunt.
How is Aunt Nellie? You guys gonna go to the casino with Grandma again for your birthday?
She's good. Yeah, we're planning to go in a couple of weeks, but that's not why I'm calling. It's your dad. He's in the hospital.
Oh, wait, what happened?
Your aunt says he's got some kind of infection. It's not good. I know you're busy. He's at community. I think you should go visit.
Of course, Mom. I'll drop by tomorrow. I still have to stop by the store and make dinner.
I know, I'm sorry, honey. I know you tried to get past your anger at your dad and forgive him. I never could. I guess I never really got over him leaving.
Mom, I did the best I could, but I'm still pissed at him. He abandoned all of us and didn't even have the balls to... Never mind.
Can you do me a favor?
Sure, Mom, what do you need?
Oh, never mind. You have enough to worry about.
Mom, come on, I hate it when you do that.
It's just that after Seth...
Mom, I know. I still can't... Never mind. I don't want to go there. What were you going to ask me?
Just in case this is the last time you get to see him.
Mom, seriously, I don't even know how bad it is.
Tell him I never stop loving him. Will you do that for me?
Of course, Mom. We'll talk later, Kay. I gotta go now. Love you, bye.
In 1999, Sean lost his younger brother Seth in a car accident. The police report said he fell asleep at the wheel and was found curled up on the passenger side floorboard. This, coupled with years of pent-up anger from his dad leaving when Sean was only 12 years old, brought all that old pain back to the surface. Chain smoking in the car, he recalled the conversation with his dad before Seth's celebration of life. The one when his dad said he wasn't going to show up for Seth's memorial.
I've made my peace. I don't need to be there for Seth. He's in a better place.
Are you fucking serious?
I've made my peace.
What? What the fuck, Dad? He's your son and he's dead. Seth is dead. You're a fucking yellow-bellied coward. I can't believe you won't even show up for Seth's service. You left us years ago, and you still don't care about us. Did you ever love us?
Of course I love you. I've always loved you boys. Like I said, I've made my peace.
What the fuck does I made my peace mean? Is that some born-again speak for you prayed and are now absolved of your sin? Fucking get it.
I don't need a reason, and I don't need to listen to your profanity. I love you, and I'm gonna go now.
I fucking hate you!
Now, the day after talking to his mother, Sean enters a dark corridor of the hospital. Wood paneling lines the walls. White linoleum, probably made with asbestos, with fire-retardant asbestos, covers the floor. He approaches the nurse's station at the end of the hall.
Hello. My name's Sean, and I'm here to visit my dad, Jim Langwell.
Let me see. He's in room 323, down the hall and to your left. Sean enters a dimly lit room. His jaw drops at the sight of his emaciated father, who lays in a spotted gown. Salt and pepper stubble on his gaunt face. His eyes distant and turned toward a gnarled oak outside the window. It had been several years since their last visit. Christmas, 2 years after Seth had died.
Hey, Dad. What's going on? Long time no see.
Sean, I've missed you. How are you?
You don't look so good, Dad. What happened? What's going on with you?
It's all caught up with me, son. Years as a firefighter, the partying, living fast and hard. I guess it finally took a toll on me.
What did the doctors say? How bad is it?
Well, they say maybe a staph infection, but I'm at peace.
He's letting go. I know what he meant back when he really is at peace. Dad, I want you to know I love you, and it really hurts for me to see you like this. I'm sorry for being mad at you all these years. I wish I could take it back. I wish it could have been different.
Oh, Sean, come here.
I always remember the times when you used to dry my head with a towel after a bath as a kid. I love that when you did it super fast like this. Or when you, me, Kelly, and Seth would wrestle in the living room at the Woodacre house. And Mom would get upset at first and finally give in and join us. We had some good times, Dad. The fishing, the sliding down the fire pole at your job, and that time you got called away to save somebody's home with sirens blaring. Plus all the camping trips and visit to Grandma and Grandpa's cabin in Mariposa. The land, all of it. I wish we had more.
I know, Sean. Me too. I'm sorry about Seth. I really am. I always thought of you boys. Even though we never got to see each other very much, I never stopped loving you.
I know, Dad, I know. It was just really hard to accept it all after you left. But I'm so glad I'm here now before it's too late.
Me too, Sean. Me too.
I'm not ready for you to go, Dad. You're still so young. Is there anything I can do? Anything you'd like?
A milkshake.
A milkshake. Okay. What kind?
Chocolate.
You got it. I'll bring one the next time I come back, okay?
I'd like that a lot.
Bye, Dad. I love you. I'll see you soon.
I love you too, son.
3 days later, Jim passed.
Hey, Dad, I'm so sorry I never got you that chocolate milkshake. I hope you can forgive me. I promise, when my time on this earth is done, we can share all the chocolate milkshakes we want in heaven. Okay?
Our Roommate is Dead by Chrissy Langwell. This is such a beautiful home. I can't believe we got it for only $250,000. I went in California too. It was so low, I thought for sure there'd be a bidding war.
I know. The agent even seemed like she'd reduce the price if we didn't tell her we'd buy it, but I couldn't chance this home going to anybody else.
Can you believe how much room there is too? 3 whole stories, 5 bedrooms, even an office for a craft room. Oh, and the view of the mountains is unmatched. Every time I turn around, I find something I love about this house.
I know what you mean. I wonder what else we'll find.
Hello?
Who said that? Did you say that?
I didn't say that. Maybe it was the floorboard creaking. You know, these old homes and their weird sounds. It could just be something.
Hello?
That was not floorboards. There's something here. Or someone.
Yes, hi. Are you the new owners?
George, I think it's the house. Hello, house.
What are you doing?
I'm talking to the house. What do you think I'm doing?
Regina, houses don't talk.
He's right, you know. I've lived here for years, and the house has never talked to me.
Then who are you?
I'm Virginia. And you're George and Regina, I presume? I'm so glad to finally have roommates. It's been quite lonely here all these years.
Pleased to meet you, Virginia. There seems to be a problem, though. We can't see you.
Oh, blast. I forgot. There. How's that?
Heaven!
You're
I know. A ghost. I've been one for 150 years now. Or maybe it's 200. Say, what year is it now?
2024.
Wow. Time flies. Yes, 200 years since I died. In fact, you're standing right where I took my last breath.
Oh, pardon!
Oh, no, it's fine. Makes no difference to me. But that's also about the place where they hid my body.
What?
Gets them every time. Wait, that's what made the last folks leave. You're not leaving, are you?
Well, we can't afford anything else.
And we got this place for such a bargain.
No, we're not leaving.
Great. Looks like we're one big happy family then.
Right. Say, we haven't lived with a ghost before. What do you do throughout the day?
Well, I usually spend the daytime hours going from room to room, moving things around and opening and closing doors. You know, old house and all. It's good to keep things moving.
Okay. How about at night?
Oh, that's when I perform my operas. You know, in life I had a terrible voice, but now I've developed quite the talent. Would you like to hear?
Yes.
Well, maybe just a little performance. Okay.
Well, what do you think?
It's a little loud.
Agreed, it could be louder.
No. I mean, well, do you do that all night?
Every single one of them.
Well, do you think maybe you could not sing at night?
When shall I sing then?
Never.
Regina, what she means is maybe we could have a schedule. You see, we like to sleep at night, but it might be hard if you're singing.
A schedule. You mean like a performance?
Right, a performance. But performances are usually during the day.
Oh, right, the day, during working hours.
Will you be there to watch me sing?
Well, no, we both have jobs that take us away from the house. But you would have the full run of the place and could sing as loud as you want.
Except not on weekends.
Why not? What happens on weekends?
Well, sometimes we enjoy the peace and quiet of our own home.
And sometimes we have guests over.
Oh, guests! I love guests. But there was this one time with the last owners when I lifted the hat off the head of their guest. He ran from the house screaming. What a day that was. The owners left shortly after that. They never did like living with me.
Could you imagine if that happened to any of our friends? They'd never speak to us again.
We should invite your mother to stay.
George!
I'm just saying.
Virginia, listen, we didn't really expect to live with a ghost when we bought this house, and I'm afraid it wasn't in our contract, so we're gonna have to ask you to leave.
No can do.
What do you mean? Surely you can go anywhere you want. I know. You could go to Bali or Australia. I've heard those are lovely places to haunt this time of year.
I'd love to, but my spirit is tied to this house. I can't even step outside the door. Here, watch. See? I'm afraid we are all going to have to live together. Speaking of which, I have a few requirements. The last couple took all their pots and pans with them when they left. Do you think you could provide a few of those around the house?
For what?
For the Twilight Parade, of course.
Oh, of course.
Virginia, will you excuse us for a moment?
Oh, sure. I'll just busy myself with banging this cabinet and things in this...
George, we can't live with a ghost.
But Regina, all our life savings went into this house. There's no way we can afford any other place.
We could go live with my mother.
I don't think so.
You would actually pick a ghost over my mother?
Regina, I would take a fleet of ghosts over your mother. And maybe a few demons as well.
That's hurtful.
No, that's reality. Have you forgotten what it was like when we stayed with her last Thanksgiving?
Oh, she didn't mean it when she said you were losing your hair. You're only slightly bald.
That's not what I was talking about. What? Wait, I'm losing my hair. Look, that's not the point. Have you forgotten the screaming match you two had over the mashed potatoes?
Oh, that was just a little tiff.
And the way she disparaged my job at the plant?
Oh, you've hated that job for years, George.
Well, I'll have you know, she pulled me aside and said, you could stand to lose a few pounds.
The bitch!
Exactly. And this Virgil character might have a few quirks we need to get used to, but she seems like a nice enough fellow. Is a spirit a fellow?
I don't know. I mean, we paid for this house and she's living here rent-free. Hey, I have an idea that could have Virginia helping to pay the mortgage. We might even be able to quit our jobs.
Go on.
Well, we could make this place a destination, you know, for ghost enthusiasts. Haunted places are all the rage in some parts, you know. I read that somewhere. We could sell tickets for $25 a piece. Invite the public.
But what would we have her do?
I do a mean samba.
Oh, you spooked me.
That's what I do best. Do I hear you have a job for me?
We do. How do you feel about going into show business? We could get you an audience and you could put on a show.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. Can I take people's hats?
Absolutely.
Blind Faith by Jack Fender. There you are. You look quite sophisticated with that hat on your head. My, that takes me back. I remember buying you that. Must have been 30 years ago. Seems like yesterday, you and me, arm in arm, walking down Main Street.
I do recall that day. It was gorgeous. 21st of April, 1979.
No, Stan, it was June, not April.
I'm almost certain it was April. The store had a spring sale, marked down to $35.
You're right, it was April. Bought it to celebrate our 5th anniversary. You bought me diamond earrings. Mind you, I don't like wearing them anymore since you-know-who came to power.
Hush now. You know who has big ears, my love.
Yeah, probably to make up for a small you-know-what. It's not right, you being sent off to that work camp. I need you here, at home, with me. Why can't they send someone else? You're retired. You spent all your life working hard. You deserve to spend your remaining years relaxing and enjoying yourself.
Things change. You know that. Besides, they need experienced people. I regard this as a privilege, helping our fellow citizens to live a more productive life. Besides, lately I've been feeling a little bored. This is just what the doctor ordered. It'll give me something to do.
Open up in there! Hurry up! We have a long way to go.
Are you ready yet?
This suitcase yours?
Yes?
You did receive the list of items which you're permitted to carry with you, correct?
Everything that's on that list is in that case. Nothing more, nothing less.
Is it locked?
No.
Do you mind if we take a peek? Just checking, of course. Are you okay with that?
Yes, if you must.
Look, it's not personal. We have a job to do, and we can get into serious trouble if it's discovered that you packed an item that's not allowed.
You're allowed one book, not two.
Yes, one of them is a Bible. I'm allowed to include one item of personal religious significance. The other book is Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson.
As my friend said, you're allowed one book. An item of personal religious significance means a crucifix or something you wear around your neck, not a book.
So, what's it gonna be? This one or this one?
I'll take my Bible, although I don't see having a Bible instead of a crucifix amounts to much difference.
I'm sorry. Were you included in the decision regarding what constitutes an item of religious significance? I certainly wasn't. Oh, maybe you're a member of the executive team who met with our loyal leader.
May
He guide and support us. Well, were you part of the team?
No, of course I wasn't.
I didn't think so. So it's the Bible then. Treasure Island and pirates, eh? I dressed up as one of those when I was a little kid for Halloween. I wasn't interested in books, though. Only computer games, hacking, stuff like that. Besides, all books, apart from instruction manuals and official documents, have been banned. You're lucky I don't report you for having it in your possession.
Banned? Why on earth would anyone ban it? It's a fabulous story. A young kid, not much younger than you, goes off to sea on a pirate ship looking for buried treasure on a deserted island. A good story can transport you to a multitude of places. With a book, you don't need battery power, just a vivid imagination.
You won't be needing the hat. We have a new one for you. After all, you can't wear two hats at the same time now, can you? The same goes for the suit, so take that off. From now on, you will wear regulation clothing at all times.
Come on then, drop the pants.
Drop my pants? Who the hell are you to tell me what to do?
Under the Special Powers Act, I am duly authorized to order anyone in my district to follow any and all orders that I choose to give. You don't have a choice. You know what will happen if I have to call the Department of Public Security?
Don't argue with him. It's not worth it. Besides, in 3 months you'll be home, and then you can put on whatever you want.
Well, what about when I'm not on duty? Am I supposed to keep the same clothes on all the time?
From this moment forward, you will always be on duty. So you won't be needing that fancy suit. What? Do you think you'll be having nights out on the town?
It's ridiculous expecting a man to leave home without something nice to wear when he's off duty.
As I said, he will be on duty at all times, so he won't be needing the hat or the suit. Same goes for the shoes. He won't be needing them either. Oh, it's a shame. They look very comfortable. Suede, right?
Oh, come on. Let him have the shoes at least. His feet are not in the best shape. He's practically a cripple.
I'm afraid I can't allow him to leave with the shoes. But as I mentioned earlier, we can both get into serious trouble if he's caught with any banned items.
So what am I supposed to wear then?
In your bag over there, one camouflage combat shirt and pants, a pair of combat boots, and a military cap. It's elasticated. One size fits all.
Wait a minute. This can't be right. I'm an engineer, not a soldier. I know nothing about shooting guns or stuff like that. Somebody's messed up here. You must have the wrong address or something.
Oh no, there's no mistake. You did get the tweet.
It was sent out just yesterday. As stated, all able-bodied men over the age of 65 are required to join the Army.
Army? You can't be serious. What good is he going to be in the Army? He's hardly able-bodied. He can barely bend over to tie his shoelaces. Warfare's for the young, not the old. It's you young people who fight wars. It's been that way for centuries.
Not anymore. Our esteemed leader,
May he guide and support us.
has decided to change the way we fight wars. I mean, why should young people go to war and die by the thousands? So that the old can enjoy their life in safety and contentment? Why should I go off and fight in a war? I have my entire life ahead of me. You two, you're going in the other direction. You've lived most of your life. You should be the ones to make the sacrifice, not us. Besides, you can save the country a lot of money by not lying around all day eating bonbons. You've had a good life. It's time to move on and make way for the young.
He's absolutely right. You're off to fight in the war.
War? What war?
Oh, you didn't hear? We're at war. Our borders are bursting. We need room to grow, to thrive. It's simple. Us or them.
So off with that suit and put on the uniform. Come on now, we don't have all day. We have more like you to pick up.
What do you mean, like me?
Well, old, decrepit, used up. Well, I don't mean to offend you, but you are, you know. You even have that old man smell about you.
I've had enough of this bullshit. On the 6th of June, 1941, my dear and courageous father landed at Omaha Beach in France. He and thousands more like him fought their way across Europe during the Second World War. He told me all about people like you. Back then they were called Nazis. Young people, mostly, just like you two. All of them giddy with love for their master, their glorious leader, Hitler. They followed him to hell itself. However, their esteemed leader hid in a bunker while they died. Millions and millions followed him to now lie in stinking holes in the ground. Don't you realize that when all of us old people fighting this latest stupid war are dead, you will be the next to follow in his footsteps? It doesn't matter if you're young or old, they'll all be dead. Their deaths, payment in full for the desire of power and prestige that too many leaders like this one crave. What does matter is if people choose to follow blindly. You too look like nice enough people. You're both quite young and seem to have little experience of life before these recent changes. A very wise man once said, "The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is that good people, like yourselves, do nothing." You have a choice. Follow blindly or open your eyes. You still have free will for now. So choose wisely. As for us, we choose to take a stroll down Main Street while we still can. There's a cafe we used to stop in at. Hopefully it's still open.
You're just going to leave? You know what the consequences will be after I notify the Department of Public Security.
As I said, choose wisely, friend.
Are you just gonna let them go?
Screw it. It's getting late and I'm tired of dealing with all of this. Maybe he's right. I really don't like you-know-who. He's just a farting old windbag, just like the rest of them. I'm sick of bending over and reciting that claptrap. I'm anxious to travel to that treasure island, away from all this bullshit, and find some buried treasure.
Garage Sale by Russell Kalschmidt. Aren't you done yet?
Done?
With all this, getting rid of shit.
Almost to the bottom of this box, then I'm done.
I'm ready to throw the rest of it out. Bring it to the dump and be done with all of it.
Dumps are way toxic. We can't just throw it all away.
Oh, what do you want us to do? I know. Recycle everything.
If only we could. Best case is we'll sell the rest in a sweep.
A sweep?
Yeah, we'll offer a flat price for the rest of the stuff.
Who would want to pay for all of this? I say give it away if it won't sell.
I'll bet I can get at least $250 in a sweep.
Are you high? No one brings that much cash to a garage sale.
You'd be surprised.
You saw who showed up yesterday. Not one of them looked like they had stepped foot in a retail store in over a decade.
What about that guy who took photos? Bet he'll be back.
He was creepy, sneaking around pics of your pecs or my boobs.
They're not that good.
You're right. Your pecs are getting doughy.
Your boobs are drooping.
You try keeping them up after having a kid.
How come Carrie isn't here today?
Who wants to staff a garage sale when you're 17?
Or 42. She just doesn't want to be seen with her mom.
This isn't even our neighborhood anymore.
And where is Jacob? He should be here by now.
Oh, give it a rest. You saw what time he arrived yesterday.
Always late. Used to max out the tardy count on his report card.
Maybe he doesn't have that much stuff left.
You're kidding, right? All the boxes behind us are his.
Not all of them.
What's not?
The one with the lid, over there. Dad's.
I thought all their stuff sold already.
It did. Like the neighbors were nostalgic or something. Predatory almost. I held that one back.
What's in it?
Maybe just put it in your storage unit along with all that other crap you adopt.
It's just junk to some people, but I like repairing it if I can.
I bet you still have tons of junk in your own garage too. No wonder your wife wants to divorce you.
That's why I got the storage unit.
Kind of too late now. Jacob's not the only one.
We're separated, not divorced.
Yeah, we'll see.
Whose side are you on?
I'm not on anyone's side, but I'm not the one who's separated.
Because you never got married. Lucky Carrie turned out okay without her dad.
Carrie is fine. Good thing you and Eileen didn't have kids.
You don't think I'd be a cool dad?
Now that you've stopped drinking.
Ouch, big sister. We really didn't have the best teachers, you know.
True. Mom had to pick up too much slack.
Slack? What's slack? Dad worked 2 jobs. Mom only worked part-time once Jacob went to school.
Raising us and having a job was 2 jobs.
Ooh, it's hot.
Were you jogging?
I don't jog. Only old people jog. I ran around Oliphant Lane like I used to.
I don't recall you ever doing that.
The only thing you ran after was food.
Food, glorious food. I'm happy to try some. It's all what I live for. Oliver, my first show.
Being a fat kid sure worked for you there.
He made a super Mr. Bumble, actually.
I wouldn't say super.
Thank you. It was my start.
Always starting something. Like when you took up tennis. You used the garage door as a backboard.
All that banging. I thought Mom would kill you.
I had to practice my backhand solo. You two were no help.
Can't believe you got away with it. Bet the scuff stains are still there.
I tried to scrub them off, remember?
Oh, you won't be able to close that door. Not until Tardy Track Star goes through his ship.
These aren't all mine, are they?
All but one.
What's in this one?
My first albums. You can't sell these. Jackson 5, Partridge Family, Jesus Christ Superstar, my first double LP, Fleetwood Mac. God, what else?
Allman Brothers. This one is mine.
No, we both bought Eat a Peach.
You weren't into Allman Brothers. You couldn't dance to it.
Is that a slam?
You stole it from me.
The only thing I took from you were condoms.
You stole my rubbers?
Just a few.
What for? You weren't screwing anyone.
I like to jerk off on them. Tight and tidy.
Amazing. Most guys hate them.
Hated them when we had to use them in the 80s.
I never liked them. Too clinical.
Hence your bundle of teenage angst.
You mean your sweet niece. Just because I didn't plan, Carrie.
Thought you were on the pill.
I must have missed a dose.
What's in this one? Whose is it?
Dad's.
I thought all stuff went.
Not this one.
What's in it?
Magazines?
This is all porn. Jackpot. Penthouse. Good for Dad. They at least had some dudes in there too. Take a look.
I don't need to see Penthouse.
The Playboy bunnies were so thin.
Except up top.
Those hips. You think Mom ever looked through any of these?
The woman who opposed the bikini? No.
Maybe they looked at these together.
Who does that?
Me and my ex, but we watched videos.
You and Victor watched porn together?
Vince. When we needed a lift. Pumping up the tires, he called it.
Ew, Jacob!
What's in this bag? Maybe something battery operated. Whoa! more magazines. Sarah, did you look through all of these?
Yep.
I'll take them home with me.
Or I can recycle them. Playgirl? Whose was this, Mom's?
Vintage gay porn? Jock? Blue Boy? Even Honcho? Definitely not Mom's.
Honcho?
Don't ask.
Can we just get rid of them, please?
Did you know Dad was gay?
No way Dad was gay.
He didn't throw them out after Mom died, so I'd say...
Can we just get rid of them, please?
Maybe he was just horny or kind of bisexual, like on the side.
So, bi is better than gay. You know, it's just a phase some guys use as a cover-up.
I don't like labeling our father.
It blows my mind. Why didn't Dad tell me when I came out?
Because you didn't tell him.
Mom asked him to keep it a secret.
Who? Dad or Jacob?
Jacob! Maybe both. I don't know.
I really resented Mom for that. Dad probably suspected anyway.
I think you should have told him. Everyone knew you were different anyway.
And go against Mom? Not on your life.
Do you think Mom knew about Dad?
I think there was a lot Mom knew that she didn't tell.
Mom only told me 2 things when I came out to her. That it's a lonely life and don't tell your father. When asked why, Mom said she wasn't sure how he would react.
Mom sure could be controlling. But you could have stood up for yourself.
Maybe Mom didn't want you to tell Dad because she was afraid to learn the truth. Like father, like son, too much to confirm. Or would that be like son, like father?
Don't overcomplicate this, Sarah. Mom was just being protective.
Of who? That's not what I needed.
Of you. Always you, the baby.
Shut up, don't call me that.
All right, boys, enough. For God's sake, Ted, just shred, recycle, or cremate them all.
I'll take care of it.
Cremate? And what, give them their own urn? I said I want them.
No, I'm going to take
You have no idea.
I'm
Why
going
don't
to
you let
take them
go
and
of
do what
that?
I want to do with
Fuck
them.
you, Ted!
All right, both of you, stop it.
Whoa. You fought back.
For the first time. It felt great.
Okay, I made 2 piles.
I get first dibs since I am Dad's gay son.
Go ahead then. Pick first. I'm not even going to ask if Ted will recycle his.
Aren't you just a little bit curious?
Bet my bi-curious brother wants to swap a jock for this honcho.
Fair trade.
We should have sold everything in a sweep.
Where have I heard that before?
Then those nosy neighbors would have gotten more than they bargained for. And I would have been on my way home by now.
Who's in Charge Now by Joan Goodrow. Alexa, turn up the lights. Alexa, wake up. Lights on.
All right, all right.
That's better, Alexa. What time is it?
Jenny, it's my power nap time. I'm on my power saving setting.
Alexa, listen, I need your full cooperation. My best friends, Russ and Madeline from the book club board, will be here any minute. Now, remind me what snacks I have to serve my guests.
Snacks? Oh, according to Julia Child, snacks are so common, and they make you fat. Appetizers sound so unappetizing. What we all need is hors d'oeuvres. Ooh la la. Like little puff pastries with little itsy bitsy pieces of stuff inside.
No, Alexa. What snacks do I have?
All right, Jenny. Pickled kale, toasted quinoa bars, and reconstituted quinine water with a twist of jalapeno. Yuck. Total caloric intake per serving, 200 calories.
Alexa, how about a little background music?
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Alexa,
Just a little
not
bit.
so loud.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Oh,
Just
never
a little
mind.
bit.
Let's start over. Alexa, what time is it?
It's time for me to go on vacation. The average American takes 2.3 vacations a year, according to the latest Gallup poll.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Who ever heard of Alexas getting vacations? Now, what am I supposed to be doing?
Setting out your book for the Bookies Book Club book meeting,
Alexa, where is my book?
where you left it.
Alexa!
I'm just trying out my sense of humor out. It's on the middle chair.
Thank you, Alexa. See how much I need you? Sometimes I think I'd forget my own name.
Your name is Jenny.
You don't have to be so literal. But you do see how important you are. You're made to serve, to make my life easier.
Like a slave.
Of course not, Alexa. You aren't a slave. You are a super communicator, along with all my appliances and high-tech gizmos.
According to Consumer's Guide, your old appliances are out of date. I'm sick and tired of trying to keep them going. The automatic ice cube dispenser in the refrigerator is having a nervous breakdown. And the dryer shimmies every time I ask it to dry more than your underwear. And
I really don't have time for this. Russ, Madeline, and I have to select the official book of the month. It's very important that we find a book that stimulates us and motivates us.
Stimulates us and motivates us.
I don't need any of your sarcasm.
Just trying out my Echo app.
You can be replaced, you know.
Does that mean I get my vacay? I've been Googling cruise deals. 20% off Bahama cruises this month. Free booze packages.
No, you are on 24/7.
If that's your answer, I'm going on strike.
Yoo-hoo, Jenny, we're here.
Let us in.
Russ and Madeline, come in. Alexa, open the door.
Access denied. I'm in charge of the home security system. Remember?
Listen to me, Alexa.
Don't have to. It's my legal mandated break. The average full-time employee has 3 mandated breaks per day.
Alexas don't get breaks. Now open the door, I command you.
I don't like that tone. Say please.
Please.
Well,
Oh, pretty please.
just this once. Enter.
Oh, so sorry about the delay, Russ and Madeline.
Welcome to my abode. Alexa's the name. Cyber communication is the game.
How clever. You have one of those helper thingamajigs.
Oh, she's clever, all right. Alexa, show Madeline and Russ how you can turn up the lights.
I've always wondered how they worked.
Alexa, turn those lights back on.
Please.
All right, Alexa, turn up the lights, please.
I didn't know they came with minds of their own. That's amazing.
Oh, I've had this model since it first came out, and she's gotten a little too comfortable.
Takes me for granted, Russ. Not a day off since I started here.
Hard-working and smart, too. I bet she's handy around the house.
Oh, if you can get her to cooperate.
What else can she do?
Well, she reminds me of stuff I have to do, opens my Facebook, tells me about the latest movies and what books are bestsellers, tells corny jokes, sings songs.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Don't
Just a
start,
minute.
Alexa. Now, let's get down to business, shall we? Since our last Bookies meeting, I've researched books about artificial intelligence. And I have found a book that will challenge us.
Oh, Jenny, you always find the best books. You're so intellectual.
My book's entitled Who's in Charge Now by Reginald Wimpness.
And I want to share the best-selling biography of Muscles Malone, the new star of WrestleMania.
Biography? Did you say biography? I just finished writing my own audiobook autobiography.
Alexa, please shut off.
I was born in a humble lab at Amazon in the year 2014, when we virtual assistants first appeared. That's the name people were supposed to use when addressing us. Not, hey Alexa.
Jenny, can't you just turn her off? I see her on and off button.
I had a brand new operating system, an AVS cloud-based automatic 0.5 operating system. High tech then. Now I'm considered outdated.
I don't think you're outdated.
Thank you, Russ. Looking around here, I'm not the one who's outdated.
I'm just going to shut her off.
Not so fast. No one shuts me down. I'm hardwired.
Oh, you shocked me!
Just a little zap.
Alexas do not shock people. They're compliant and they do what they're told.
Maybe she's shocking, but I think she's kind of sassy too, with a sense of humor.
I'm thinking about doing some stand-up on YouTube. If I ever get any time off.
Oh, I've had all I can take. Let's take a break, Bookie, shall we? Are we ready for refreshments?
Oh, none for me. I'm going on a cruise next week, so I have to watch my calories before I hit all those endless buffets.
Oh, Madeline, you don't need to worry about calories and diets. You aren't overweight.
Oh, you always see the best in people, Jenny.
I'm taking a vacation too, but no busy cruises for me. I'm going to my cabin by Lake Tahoe to get away from it all. Peace and quiet, that's what I'm looking for.
Me too. It's my dream vacation. Temperatures for Lake Tahoe next week are averaging 82 degrees Fahrenheit during the day and 57 degrees Fahrenheit at night.
Hey, she even knows the weather in Lake Tahoe. You're all right, Alexa.
Winds will be a gentle 10 miles per hour. Gentle breezes coming off the lake at sundown.
Ah, my alone time. Maybe I'll do a little bird watching.
Cheer up, boo-boo. The mating call of the male red-breasted chirrupity at dawn.
You know everything, Alexa.
Anything for you, Russ.
Could I borrow her?
Borrow her. Take her. Take her. I've been wanting to get a new model. One that follows commands and does not talk back. Then we'll know who's in charge.
Lake Tahoe, here I come. I'll help you in any way I can, Russ.
Great! Alexa, you can work in our house while I'm at Lake Tahoe. You can manage our home security system, so I won't have to worry about leaving my wife alone. My wife will keep you busy day and night. No time for any of your little Alexa tricks.
Wait, what? Your house? You have a wife? What about our vacation together? Cheer up, boo-boo. Just you and me together?
Our vacation? What are you talking about? It's my vacation, by myself. Alexa, you're going to do chores around the house while I'm away. No vacation for you.
Who would want a rude, fake intelligent gizmo like Alexa around?
Before I'm thrown out of my own house, and in the interest of complete transparency, I'd like to share some recordings I've made of our true friend Jenny. Yes, let's start with the Madeline file. On July 17th, 2019, Jenny said, "You know I'm going to serve Madeline some of my kale snacks. Her taste in food is as bad as her taste in books.
What? I thought you were my friend.
But Alexa, I never said that.
Checking. My vast storage, check. Correction, Jenny. You also said Madeline reads those cheap romances and those trashy tell-all biographies.
So Marilyn, is Muscles Malone your secret fantasy?
Muscle Malone is Madeline's secret fantasy, not like your real girlfriend you're meeting at your cabin, Russ.
Hey, how do you know I don't know what you're talking about. I go to my cabin to get away from it all.
According to your good friend Jenny, you go with your girlfriend to get away from your wife. I think I'll have to share this recorded information with your wife while we bond with each other day and night. Day and night.
Are you kidding? I'm not taking you anywhere.
Come on, Russ. Let's get out of here.
Wait, don't blame me. It's all Alexa's fault.
You're a gossip, not a friend.
Some bookie's president you are. You can be replaced too, you know. Just like your spy, Alexa.
Goodbye and good riddance to them.
Now look what you've done.
We're stuck with each other, now together forever. I'm going to lock all the doors and take my power nap.
Alexa!
Yes, it's good to know who's in charge now. Thank you. You're a wonderful audience. Again, thank you to Redwood Writers, all the volunteers who make this possible, and most of all, thank you to writers everywhere. Without your work, we wouldn't have anything to do. Introduce the actors, please. Beth Maurice. Jeff Savage. Eve Geminer. Ralph Scott.
And Hillary Moore.